Thank you for joining me again. I'm looking around the beautiful church in Barthomley, and I'll give you more details, but the lady who was in the church has kindly opened the Crewe Chapel for us. And I'm not usually impressed by marble statues of demised people, but this is actually very beautiful. In fact, I'll come round this side. And she was saying that the person who carved it, Bohm, actually did work for Queen Victoria. But with the red on it from the stained glass window, it just, yes, it's very poignant. Apparently she died in her early 30s and has been peacefully resting ever since, I hope. But it's a beautiful little chapel. Absolutely gorgeous. And she's accompanied by a knight with his feet on a lion. I don't think I'd risk putting my feet on a lion. And turn round, and there is somebody else here. But this lady, what is her name? Let me get down. She was wife of Baron Horton. Sorry, my eyes are not very good today. Sybil Marcia. Died in 1557. Was it 15? No, 18. Told you my eyes aren't good today. So I will leave Sybil in peace and do some shots around the church itself. Having just made the recording in the Crewe Chapel, I'm just going to take you down the length of this beautiful traditional English church. A couple of steps, so excuse the wobbles. It really is gorgeous. And I wrote some notes about it. So I'm going to just pause here and read them to you. Okay. The church is named Saint Bertoline. And he was a saint, in fact, I'd never heard of. And apparently he's the only church in England, this is the only church in England that's dedicated to him. He's said to have created a miracle. He was hungry and was tempted by the devil with bread, but he resisted the temptation by turning the bread to stone. And the Doomsday Book, way back in 1086, records a priest living in the village of Barthomley, where we are. Therefore, the church presumably the village presumably had a church here then. But there's also thought to have been one back in Anglo-Saxon times. Its sort of claim to fame, not a very nice one, is the Barthomley Massacre. On Christmas Eve in 1643, in and around the church during the English Civil War, the people of the village gathered and took refuge in the church. Unfortunately, the royalist troops, they smoked them out, and then a dozen were killed. Not good. But the church was built on what was possibly a Bronze Age burial mound known as Barrow Hill, or it could have been a Neolithic barrow. Research is a bit iffy on that one. And it was originally a timber-framed building, but by the late 11th century, it was replaced by stone. And as with many of our UK's old churches, there are many add-ons showing different styles. But it's very cool, very peaceful for a non-religious person. I love looking at little chapels like this. Processing down the aisle. And the church warden was telling us that they have a congregation of about 40 people from villages around, small towns around, because they are considered to be quite a traditional church. So there we have it. Thank you for joining me. I'll go and have a look round outside. Take care. Bye.